fires and all. We haven't had pho in a really long time, and by really long time I mean maybe 5 days. We've never had pho out of a hot stone bowl. It's like they brought it out and it's piping hot broth. I'm gonna put all the noodles and the meat now in there. I'm very excited. Yeah, cook it there. Mint. Yeah, putting it in. I think we also have some basil here. Oh, look at that. Leafy stuff. Yep. I'm gonna add some of that. And then maybe some lime because I feel like lime in pho is delicious. This is not a cooking show. I promise. A little bit of spicy stuff because we don't know how good my stomach will handle it. I'm smelling. Oh wow, that's really good raw. Ooh, that's hot still. It's really close to my face. You can see my sweat. Woo, that's good and spicy. Kind of like lemongrassy, brothy. I know it's beef, but if this is beef pho, but I almost smell and taste a little bit of lamb. It's really good.
Okay, now it's time to head into the Benton Market. The absolutely overwhelming, sells literally everything. Gigantic market right here at the center of Saigon. I kind of like have a love-hate relationship with this place. There's so much haggling required to get anything. But if you're willing to like play that game, you can get a lot of good deals here. Okay, gonna try to find this t-shirt. I think it's pretty cool. We're gonna see how this goes.
How many you buy?
Not sure yet. I haven't seen all.
Okay, inside you look.
Okay, so we started at 950, now it's down to 200 after 1 second. Price was there, didn't make any sense at all. I think it was like 25 for one of those like little bags. And then as soon as we said no and walked away, she started just like saying awful things in both Vietnamese and English about Lisa. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't buy anything here. The whole thing just felt, Lisa's sad now, I'm mad.
We didn't let that stop us. Back to shopping.
She was very nice, much nicer than some of the others that we've encountered. But we got this cool souvenir for our friend.
Okay, got this cool thing that we're gonna blur out because it's a Christmas gift for my mom, and I don't want to ruin the surprise because this video's hopefully coming out before Christmas, right? Right? Maybe this video's coming out before Christmas. Okay, but I think basically the haggling strategy here is the same as almost anywhere else. It's like a distance-based haggling strategy. So just like decide what you're willing to pay in your head, and then you're gonna ask how much, and they're gonna give you some ludicrous number like they'll give you like $40 for a t-shirt. Then as you like get further and further away you get, the price will decrease and decrease and decrease the further away you get. Until finally this thing that was over $1 million magically becomes some lower number than that that's significantly lower. But it's not a cheap gift because it's a Christmas gift for my mom. But we paid, we paid a good amount for it, and it's a good quality. It's nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if this street had all the same stuff for much cheaper prices. Let's find out.
It absolutely did.
So we just like offered a reasonable price right off the top. I feel like maybe, I think that's a real pro tip is like, don't buy anything in the market, but buy stuff in the street that's just north of the market. They're the same stuff. But they won't, but you don't need to yell. There's no yelling. Everybody's happy and nobody has to be mean to anyone.
He was nice and smiled. And he asked me where I bought this bag. And he said, "Oh, you fool." No, he didn't say that. But I could feel it. But I could feel it.
When we
got there, there was a show going on in the main square, seemingly retelling some of Vietnam's military history. We couldn't understand a single word of it, but it had some extremely impressive singing, dancing, and lights.
Okay, so we're walking through this walking street and we just happened upon that incredible stage with all the performers and amazing singers. We don't quite know what it's about and what story they were telling, but we can gather that it was probably about the war and the history here. Saigon's supposed to have some of the most amazing rooftop bars, so we're gonna check it out. Why not? It's pretty warm.
Just gotta make it across the street. We're old pros at this by now. No problem.
Usually we're not like into rooftop bars, but this one just opened up right next to us and it looks pretty cool and laid back, not like the stuffy dress code kind. We'll see. Okay, and then that cool shot. Apartment. Good morning. Waterside Falls.
Okay, so we're the only one day left. Obviously, we're gonna try to like jam the entirety of seeing Saigon / Ho Chi Minh City into one single day. So it's gonna be a busy one. Mission 1, more laundry.
Mission 2, pick up some tickets for a sunset water bus cruise. You'll see.
Yay, we got tickets for the Saigon Water Bus sunset tonight. It's only $60K round trip for the two of us.
And then we saw this.
So there is a light here and a crosswalk. See if it matters. It does matter.
Okay, it kind of matters.
Sometimes.
Matters for as long as it was.
And mission number 3, coffee.
Okay, so we made it to the Coffee Apartments, which is by the name, you could probably gather an apartment full of coffee. Apartment complex full of coffee. Anyway, you'll see the B-roll. They're apartments full of coffee shops. Each apartment is a coffee shop. You'll see the B-roll here. I don't know, which one do you want to go
Yeah, I don't
to?
decide. The English tea room sounds interesting, or
letter.
party.
Yeah, I saw that with the tea. The lanterns and the disco balls from the letter looks kind of cool too.
Uh-huh.
You decide.
I decide.
Yeah, you always are sad that they don't have enough tea places, so
So I said.
I have a feeling that we're gonna pick one of the lower level ones.
8 floors later, it's
You even have this cozy, tiny little nook up here that's like 3 feet tall. This is so cool. Okay, that was a really nice restful stop. It was honestly a lot cooler than I thought it would be. All the cafes had like an individual feeling to them, a whole like individual brand. It wasn't nearly as overpriced as I was expecting it to be. A perfect way to spend an hour. But now it is time to activate sightseeing mode.
Sightseeing mode activated.
Oh, very under construction trade.
That was a fun montage, wasn't it? We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making it. Time to go pick up our laundry.
Thank you.
All that montaging got us hungry, and we saw this lady making banh mi, and it looked so good. Just check this out. It's a one-woman operation. Pork grilling on the side, 10 different sauces, eggs cooking, veggies going in, 2 huge pork slices. Get that sauce on there, and some more sauce in there. Put more sauce. Stick the egg in, wrap it in some English lesson papers, and bam, done. Oh my god, I'm so excited to try this thing. What a show.
Look at this thing wrapped in an English lesson. A cup of coffee. So we're back in the hotel room for a minute, just catching some AC, trying to cool down. It's like 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. In between this hour inside out, basically every single day, it's just like too hot to do anything. So it's best to just grab a banh mi and head on back to the room for a minute. Look at this thing. There's so much stuff in there. There's like 2 massive chunks of pork. There's an entire fried egg. Did you see all the sauces that she put on there? At least like 5 or 6. Oh yeah. This is a view. I mean, just look at this. Put this in a museum. If this sort of stuff were in museums, I think I would spend a lot more time in museums. That's so good. This one's definitely worth coming to. I don't even know like what days she's there. She's been there the 2 days that we've been here so far, but I don't know how to describe it. She's in front of this family mart.
After getting our daily dose of vitamin banh mi, it was time for a lovely sunset cruise and get on our way to the end of the video.
Okay, remember when we got those tickets earlier? We're about to get on the water bus at Sunset Oakland. I've heard this is one of the best ways to see Saigon.
As we reached our camera over the heads of 100 other people, we got a few glimpses of this beautiful city floating on by as the sun went down. And we started thinking back to all the incredible stuff we'd seen and done over the past 2 weeks. We've learned how to cross the streets of Hanoi like the flow of water, devoured some jet-powered banh mi, got all teary-eyed learning important life lessons from puppets, laughed our way through yoga class with the happiest senior citizens we've ever met, taken a bougie but affordable overnight cruise to the 8th wonder of the world, got rowed down a river by a 70-year-old with superhuman strength, made some new friends from all over the planet, had a perfectly responsible night on a karaoke bus, got up close and personal with a Vietnamese train journey, witnessed a scene straight out of a movie with the floating lanterns of Hoi An, drudged through mud on ATVs in the countryside sipping coffee and tea at a local's home, saw the fire-breathing dragon of Da Nang, sipped drinks in a rooftop bar overlooking Avengers Tower, and, most important of all, we were shown how to live the good life here in Vietnam by some of the coolest, most generous, light-hearted, wonderful people we've met anywhere. You know, there's one thing that really stuck with us that we saw everywhere. Ingenuity, creativity, resourcefulness, whatever you want to call it, the people here have tons of it. It's in everything. Egg coffee, the traffic system, one-person restaurant operations, an old derelict bus turned into a successful karaoke outfit. A tiny motorbike uses both a family minivan and a pickup truck. Sometimes, at the same time, completed English lessons used to wrap sandwiches, and a free chat app somehow used to run literally every single business in the entire country. There's just no end to the resiliency and creativity. It seems like no matter the setback, the wars, the famines, the droughts, the challenges, the endless invasions, they somehow find a way to not just make it work, but to take what they have and turn it into something better than ever before. Lemons into lemonade. And I gotta say, the lemonade here is damn good.
Still here? Thanks so much for sticking around all the way to the end. One last tip for Saigon. They have a Priority Pass lounge in the basement called the Apricot Lounge. It's kind of tough to find. You gotta go around some corners, do some duty-free shops, but you're well rewarded when you get there because they have unlimited DIY pho right there. You get as much as you want. They also got all sorts of other tasty food. Alright, it's like 4 a.m. here. We're gonna finish this up and go catch our flight. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
Try new Game Relax Blades and Centipedes for twice the vibes.
Bangkok. Is it the best city in the whole world? Well, it might just be, but it can be a little overwhelming to find all the best things to do down there in this crazy city of Bangkok. So I made this video for anyone out there who's planning a trip here anytime soon. I'm going to show you 25 of the best things to do here. There's going to be Thai food, nightlife, temples, shopping, all the 25 best things to do in Bangkok in one video. It's a super long video, so just chill. Grab yourself a drink. You might want to watch it over a couple of sessions. I have chapter markered everything. So each of the 25 spots has its own chapter marker. So think of this as your ultimate Bangkok travel guide. You can reference back to this video and piece together the perfect 1 or 2 or 3 day itinerary. And if you want to find all the places on this list, and literally like 500 more of my favorite places all over Thailand, then I got an app with everything in there. There's a QR code here, I'll leave a link in the description. It's got video tours, turn-by-turn directions, all the details about all the best things to do all over Thailand. Now, why am I doing this video? And what special guests are gonna be in this video? Well, rather than explain it now, let's just get this thing started. It's called the Bangkok List to rule them all. Now, I wouldn't
recommend getting up at 4:20 a.m. unless you got something good to do. And I got something good to do. Today's a big day. No time to shower today. Oh shit. So what is this list? The big Bangkok list to rule them all? Well, about 10 years ago, the king himself, Mark Weems, made his iconic video, 25 Things to Do in Bangkok, and it's got almost 8 million views. It's become the de facto go-to list for people coming to Bangkok looking for things to do. But a lot has changed in the last 10 years. I'm gonna visit each spot on Mark's list, and I'm gonna tell you if it's still worth visiting today. And I'm gonna re-rank the list. I'm gonna give you the Bangkok list to rule them all. Man, this is it, yeah, we're at Chinatown, and you don't often see it like this. Streets empty. This is usually lined with action. Street vendors, wall-to-wall people. The city is usually hustling and bustling, so full of life and action, and it's awesome in the day and the night when most of us see it, but to get to experience it like this is so special. That's why number 25 on the list is watch Bangkok come to life in the morning.
It's a neat experience, no doubt about that. It's just cool seeing locals set up shop, and it just reminds me like all these food stall workers and vendors that you see work their ass off. It's crazy how early they're up, preparing everything for the day's work.
Yeah, it's funny, like a lot of people's view of Thais is they're so easygoing.
Yeah.
They can be misconstrued as lazy.
Yeah.
But man, they work hard, really hard. You getting hungry?
Yeah, quite.
As much as I love this, it's a little too early in the morning for fried chicken. Okay, Pung Kap. I usually go for something with eggs in it in the morning, but today I got Khao Kamu. This is one of my favorites, the stewed pork leg, pickled mustard greens, and why not? Probably about 7:30 in the morning. Gonna throw a little of the tangy, sour, spicy sauce on it. Stomach's full, but I'm a little bit thirsty. Sawadee ka.
Ready to match?
Nung kwak. Oh, fresh. And the beauty is that you can do this in any neighborhood in Bangkok. Just wake up early, go out, walk the streets, and you'll be amazed at how awesome it is and how different it is. In Thailand, every morning, some old traditions are still very much alive. You'll see monks out with their food pots in various street stalls and restaurants and businesses, offering them up food in the morning. And this is how they eat for the day. something very important I gotta do. I gotta go back to bed at 8:39 in the morning, and I'm tired. This is just the beginning. When we get to number one, big surprise. Mark Wiens himself is gonna be joining me. Right, Mark? Mark, you out there? Hi, Mark Wiens, please. Oh, Mark. Yeah, Chris Parker here. Chris Parker? No worries, man. You probably know me from my YouTube channel, fellow YouTubers. Channel name's Retired Working For You. That's R-E... Yeah, anyway, don't worry about it, man. I got some exciting news for you. I want to invite you to be in a video with me. I'm doing this amazing series. I think it'd do wonders to boost your popularity. And Mark? Mark. But enough of that. I'm working for you guys. So let's make our way to number 24 on the list.
The historical Pak Klong Talat, or Bangkok's Central Flower Market, is number 24.
Mark, at number 24, you had Pak Klong Talat, aka the Flower Market, and I'm standing right in the middle of this place. So I probably would have left this off the list altogether. But there's been a new addition to this neighborhood in just the last couple of years. And because of that place, this definitely deserves to stay on the list at number 24. So I'm going to pull out the green Sharpie and leave it. Pak Klong Talat is number 24 on my new list. Talat means market. And if there's one thing Bangkok does better than anywhere in the world, it's run a cool market. And this place is absolutely huge. It's got tons of flora and fauna. You got some daffodils, orchids by the bushel. Of course, you got roses. What the hell are these ones? Does anybody know? I don't know. Anyway, this place is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they actually say the best time to come here is like the middle of the night. That's when it's at its most active, like 3 or 4 a.m. But you could combine number 24 on the list with number 25 from yesterday and make an amazing morning itinerary. Whoa, man, this just goes on and on and on. This market's located right next to the Chao Phraya River. I got here by taking the MRT. That's the underground subway. You get off at, I think, Sanam Chai Station.
Sanam Chai Station.
There's also a boat pier nearby, and this place is actually really close to a few other things that are going to be revealed on the list as I continue to count it down. You can plan to spend a couple hours here easily. There's street food if you get hungry. But I promised you guys this bonus place that's in this neighborhood, and it's brand new. And to enjoy it, I think I'm going to partake in one of my favorite activities in all of Thailand. Nice cool meal at a Thailand 7-Eleven. Does life get any better than this? Well, yes it does. In just about 5 minutes. Oh, it's flooding here. The whole river's flooding down here. Oh no! I came up the wrong place. I want to be up there where they're sitting. So this is the Chao Phraya Sky Bridge, and this place just opened a couple of years ago, in June of 2020. It's a pretty cool new feature in Bangkok. You got 360-degree views of the Chao Phraya River. It's an amazing place to come up for sunset, and you'll find all kinds of Thais. They got like theater seating here, and there's all kinds of local Thais who are coming up. It's a very family-friendly activity, so feel free to bring the kids on today's activity. And being up here, it just makes me realize why I'm doing this list. So much has changed in Bangkok in the last 10 years. This place is brand new. Almost everywhere we're going to go it has something new about it. I can't wait to update you guys because I know there's so many of you who are getting ready to book your first trip back here in a long time. Number 23 on the list is Pat.
It's Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
Here's Charmin Ultra Strong.
Ah, my bottom's been saved.
With its dominant weave texture, Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer sheets and less effort. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Pat, also known as Bangkok's Little India. And it's an area surrounding Pakurat Road. It began as an enclave of Vietnamese immigrants who came to Siam in the late 1700s when King Taksin was ruling. And then in 1898, there was a big fire here. And after that, King Chulalongkorn decided to build a road, and he named it Baruda, which was the name of his daughter, Princess Baruda Manimaya. So don't say that we don't teach you anything here on this channel. Many of today's residents in this vibrant neighborhood are of South Asian descent, including many Hindus and Muslims. And one of the landmarks here, just behind me, is a big Sikh temple. It's called the Guru Singh Sabha, and it's recognizable because of its massive golden dome on top. It's also a great landmark if you're feeling a bit peckish and want to grab a lovely little street snack. Just before we get to the eating, I should definitely walk you through here. This place is called the Indian Emporium. It's 4 floors of textiles, one of Bangkok's biggest textile shops. You can find all kinds of fabrics, light clothing for the Bangkok heat. Spend a half hour or so in here. The Indian Emporium, a Bangkok institution. And now I'm just coming out of the Indian Emporium, and when you come out, you want to turn right. And if you want a good street snack, this place has been here for years. Oh, there they are. A nice couple. They make samosas. She's got the fresh potato tasty mixture, putting them in the fresh pastry shells, pinching them together, and then he's frying them up. Is it possible I buy just one piece samosa? 20 baht.